is 9:06. We will move on to public input. Item 6.1, we have two forms that were filled out. Yvonne Cox is the first. Come on up, you have 3 minutes. Just state your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Board of Supervisors. Yvonne Cox. I'm the director of the Emergency Warming Shelter. I want to just come in and tell you what a big success this was. Sure, there were bumps in the road. We learned lots of things. But the thing is, to go backwards on this and to shut it down for a couple months, I believe would be counterproductive. We didn't have just drug addicts here. We had a lot of senior citizens, a lot of young people. Saved lives. It took people off the streets. In a given day, 36 people at least. If we were to take and have to train all of these people all over, I have 12 employees. It took time to find the right fit for these jobs. People that had empathy, that were respectful and kind. Being kind-hearted. I don't care how many degrees you have. If you don't have a heart for this kind of work, it just doesn't work. I've seen it. People come in thinking because they had masters and bachelors that they'd be the right fit, when in fact they did the wrong things. So I'm just here to say, I hope that you all find it in your heart to figure out a way to keep this going. It's needed all year round, not just when it's cold, but all the time. We have people coming in with CPAC machines, people that have lost their homes because of no choice of their own, but to be, thrown on the street, red tagged, or for whatever reason. We need to do the humane thing. I see so much money being wasted in the county and other places that could be effective helping people, to give them strategies. We had put into place social services, NA meetings. There's so many different services that we have. We have the Catholic Church coming in that helps people navigate and hopefully get back on their feet and be productive. Thank you.
Thank you. Mindy Vaughn?
Hello, my name is Mindy Vaughn. I've lived in Clear Lake for 40 years. In December, I became homeless, and my property was red tagged. The warming shelter had just opened. A temporary grant in January arrived 1st of February. This shelter has made me feel safe, given me all the facets to obtain my own place. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. We have anyone else? Can come up.
Hi, my name is John Oxenford, and I have actually been, benefited personally from the warming center, and I just can't say how much we really need this around here, because there's no other shelter in Lake County except for the one over in Clear Lake, and it's hard to get there, it's hard to get into there, and they're not low barrier like we are, so people who do indulge don't have a place to stay. And with the weather that we've been having and the summer coming up, it's dangerous to be in the hot too much. It's dangerous to be in the cold too much. And with this place, or with the warming center, it will help them get back on their feet, get services they need, whether they need Social Security, stuff like that. We can help them apply for it and stuff like that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Christina Carlisle. I come from another state. Where I come from is one of the largest homeless populations. And when I came here, I had nowhere to go. And if it wasn't for the shelter, I don't know where I'd be right now. I panicked when I found out the shelter might close. So first thing I want to do is I want to leave, because where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Even though it's low barrier, we're people too, and we need to be warm and fed and just like everybody else. And I think that it should stay open forever, honestly, because some of us, like, we struggle with mental illnesses and stuff like that, and we don't have, it gives us foundation, it gives us this place where we know we're going to put our heads, where we know we're going to eat our food. And without knowing that, we don't know what's going to happen the next minute. And so I think it's important that it does stay open. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Courtney Sanchez. I'm an enrolled member of Giddyville and Rancheria in Ca. I ended up coming over this side and becoming homeless. I'm really no fault of my own, but in the last month or so, I've been staying out under Highway 20 in places by myself. During this time, actually, I have been raped, robbed, beaten, and the only place that I found that had a on-spot availability was the warming center. Now, I've been there for off and on a little bit, about a week now. That's the only place I can find where I can actually sleep and rest and get myself together to get back on track. Now, I'm not like, running around doing whatever. It's able to get me focused to get where I need to get the paperwork I need, and get back to a place where I can get myself on my feet. So Yvonne and do a great job. The staff there is very relatable. They're not real off-putting. They're not like, oh, well, I'm so-and-so and you have to be this way. So it does work out to bring people in there not as defensive or as, it's not very intimidating to go there. When you go there, they welcome you. You feel like they understand where you're from, and they're not really judging you. So it is make a lot more of a impact on people when they know that okay, they've been there. They know where I've been. They're not looking down on me, and then it encourages more to come. So I believe the warming center is someplace that needs to stay open. It does need to be a priority for the county. There's so many places out here that are just not okay for people to be, and they are there because there is no other to go. If there's a place to go that's safe, I think it needs to be able to be a priority of the county to do it that way.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Donna Kernstein, and I'm in night security. This was my last semester in college for human services and going on for alcohol and drugs. But I put it on hold for the simple reason this is my calling right now, I feel, because I can help and relate. And I have seen people come in and get sobriety there just in the month I've been there. My vision of what homeless was before I started working there was way different. Like, there are mentally ill, there's elderly, there's young ones, there's some that, what would they do? Where would they go? In my heart, my heart hurts for them. I just want to help them. If I was a millionaire, I'd give all my money for it, because there's ones that, that's just who they are. We have to educate the public also on homelessness, and help educate the homeless on how to, the ones that are willing to change. I think it's a good thing that it's open. I think it should be open all the time too. Never shut down. She's working on getting more transitional stuff in there to work with some of the people to maybe get them into jobs and stuff like that. So it's a good thing. It just takes progress. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Christina Warrington. This is my friend.
And my name is Jennifer also.
We have acute anxiety and PTSD, so we wouldn't come up together. Yvonne, when I came in, she grabbed me with her arms and she gave me a huge hug, and she said, "I am safe now." And I have grown a foundation and gotten the strength while I've been there to tell my abuser that I no longer want to be there. There's such healing at this place, mind, body, and spirit. She is the most awesome, and her staff as well. and having that open at night is great, but there's a lot of us who suffer from physical ailments, mental ailments, like dialysis, or it's a warming shelter. It warms us at night, but we also need that for the afternoons as well, because I found myself outside cold during the day, and I fight a lot of body pain, so my immunities are low, and I don't believe that it should be shut down. I really believe that this is a really good positive thing. I am moving on with my life. I'm healing in a way that I could not do at the women's shelter over and over again. Yvonne is like a superhero to me, and what she does and everything, I admire her, and I have the utmost respect for her and all the staff. I can't say how much they are helpful. At whatever is going on, they take time for each individual person, and we get through and there's a lot of people who are getting on with getting things done. And if I didn't have this foundation, I would have froze in the snow 8 times over and been a meat popsicle. So, I have much love for her, Yvonne, and I too want to volunteer there, and please help us out, keep it open during the daytime. And I have bad PTSD. I need to have some place to nap in the afternoon.
And this is my first time ever speaking out loud. I'm usually the shy one. When I first got to Yvonne's shelter, I was very scared. I'm from Washington, and I'm a victim of domestic violence. My ex-boyfriend threatened to kill me and cut off my head and hurt my cat and all that. I put him in jail. His cousin-in-law took me down here and rescued me away from my family up there in Washington. And when I got to Yvonne's place after his cousin kicked me out, she said that also I was safe and that no one should be hurt like that. And without her and the clients and the employees there, I wouldn't be up here right now talking. I'd still be shy. And I'd be scared and timid. And I do have a lot of bad anxiety, and I am mental disabled. And I am scared for my life to be out on the streets. Please don't close this down, please. I don't want to die, and I don't want to live out on the streets anymore. They're helping me out and helping everybody else out, too. Please don't close it down, I beg you. Thank you.
I personally have found 3 men in their cars OD'd or
Okay.
freezed.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Danielle. I haven't been a resident of Lake County very long. And up until recently, I was a business owner of 15 years, had my family, I was stable. I worked at the Building Bridges homeless shelter in Ukiah. It started out as a warming shelter, only at night. Everybody had to be out by 7 a.m. Rain, shine, cold, didn't matter. We saw the need for extended hours. We saw the desperation in these people with no place to go. Within this last month, I myself became homeless. I lost everything. Tragic fire took my home, my property, my business. I lost my kids because of it. I was on the streets. Somebody told me about the shelter here in Lakeport. I showed up. They welcomed me. Didn't judge. The whole ambience there is, it's like a family. They care for the clients who come through those doors. They make it a personal effort to make each and every one of us feel welcomed. I haven't been there very long, and already they know me by my first name. This community is coming together to stand and say, we need help. We need these extended hours. We need this to continue on. I understand budgetary concerns. I understand the politics of everything. But this is a necessity. These are people's lives. And a decision in favor of this shelter means taking a stand as an entire community, not just a portion of it. We need this shelter. We need you to support this shelter. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Jordan, and I've been in Lake County for about 8 years. Some of you probably know me. I've worked at a lot of nonprofits and a lot of direct support. I've been working with Sunrise in the shelter for about a month and a half now, and I've been impressed since day one that I came in there. I've been doing a lot of the data entry on the HMIS, as you guys probably know about, to stay in compliance, and there's been over 100 clients that have received services. I also go down to the shelter, and I've just been impressed as well. The amount of community support. Every time I go in there, Yvonne is interrupted by someone else bringing in clothes or pillows. And it's just been an amazing support. Lake Family Resource Center, the sheriff's offices, all the hospitals, Narcotics Anonymous comes in every week. It's just been a really big team effort with the community that I've seen in a way that is helpful to the clients, in a way that's more of a wraparound service. I've noticed that a lot of the services here is just a Band-Aid to keep them going, but I've noticed that the shelter here is a whole support to clients, that it's not just, oh, let's get you housing and then we'll forget about you until you need housing again. No, it's the workers sitting down with the clients and asking them, what are your needs? And it's very client-based. And as you can tell with all of the clients here, they feel safe and that they aren't going to be turned over to another agency that's just going to forget about them. And so I really think that the shelter needs to stay open to just keep people okay with their situation and to have the motivation to keep moving forward because they know that people have their back. And so I really urge you to keep the shelter open because everyone deserves somewhere safe to go. This weather is terrible. We have, I'm not from this county, but my dad always says you're the county of floods and fires. And I know that that's not going to change anytime soon, but I know that this shelter is changing people. So I urge you to keep it open because there's also the staff here, but there's also the community support. So please do what you can.
Sorry about that. Yeah, my name's Eric Gregory, and I try to keep it short. I'm a professional. Last year, I was a professional. I worked with horses, and I made great money. And but then just got in an argument. I ended up on the streets. To put it that way, and went from making like $5,000 or $6,000 a month to making zero, and ended up running around looking like a homeless person on the street, but when I once was, respected professional, and one thing I just would say that this has done for me is that, you can't really go from that back to where you were before, because people see, you're that guy that was, out in front of Safeway or something like that, and so what it's allowed me to do is to just get centered, get back in my space, and I've got still all the skills, that I had before, and so just trying to get back to where I was. The center's really helped me do that, get some stability, stop running around, you got to keep stepping is a saying, and it's hard to get back to where you need to be, but you're just, looking at the next minute and what you got to do. And so it has really helped me take care of the things I need to do, and I've started working again, went to trips and horses yesterday, and got more this week, so hopefully I just keep that up and get back to work.